Joe News, Coffee News. See what's going on this morning. Time running out to get aid into Gaza hellhole. Yeah, who's calling it a hellhole? I don't know. Probably one of the UN agencies. Let's look at this. Gaza is now a hellhole for civilians, says a UN agency for Palestinian refugees. See, and I'll just go through this really quick, just to go and show you like how you really gotta get multiple sources when it comes to this stuff. Gaza is still under siege, with Israel blocking supplies of water, electricity, food, and fuel across its border. Let's be clear, they have opened up water and electricity to the southern Gaza in order to try to get the civilians to move to southern Gaza, which is what they're trying to do, so that's not entirely accurate. Palestinian officials say more than 3,700 people have been killed in Gaza since this all started. There's no reason to believe that number whatsoever. It's based totally on the Palestinians. Like, the Palestinians said 15 minutes after that bomb hit that fucking hospital, they said 500 people were killed. How the fuck? Mostly children, they said. How the fuck do they know? They didn't know. They just made it up. And they're probably just making that number up too. Another update I saw was apparently some drones and cruise missiles were launched from Yemen. And it looked like it was heading to Israel, and a U.S. warship shot them down. Like, this is starting to get a little, like I said, this could easily escalate past those tiny little borders. Searching for clues in video of exploding Gaza, for the video of the Gaza hospital. They're still not. They're still not walking it back. Like a lot of these media companies, they're not walking back that they got duped, and they pretty much spread terrorist propaganda. They're not walking it back. They can't just admit, oops, sorry, we fucked up. So they're making shit up. Let's see what else is going on today besides Israel. Gwyneth Paltrow rejects ugly Nepo baby. Nepo baby? What the fuck does that mean? Nepo baby label as an ugly moniker. Oh, nepotism, that's what it means. Oh, is she complaining her poor daughter is being made fun of because she's your daughter? Talk about rich people problems. Trump ex-lawyer pleads guilty. Boy, this is jumping around. Stop moving the goddamn. Where did it go now? Huh, that's weird. Oh, there it is. Trump ex-lawyer pleads guilty in Georgia election case. Sidney Powell will now testify for prosecutors at the trial. That's not good for Donald Trump. That's one of the cases that could cause him some trouble. Mainly because it's a RICO case, kind of like a racketeering case, which is one of the reasons why they charge so many people. And that's pretty much the point of those kind of cases, mainly used for like mob stuff, is to charge like everybody you can get your hands on almost, and trying to get a lot of them to flip, and therefore get the big guy. So, and it looks like it might be working too. Striking actors given Halloween costume rules? Actors were warned that dressing as characters from major shows and movies would break the rules of the ongoing strike. Why? So outfits based on Barbie, Wednesday Addams, and film superheroes are banned. Wearing such costumes would promote content made by the studios, and actors are in dispute with the union said. Uh, that's retarded in my opinion. I think that's pretty silly. I mean, wouldn't you think you'd want them to dress like the characters and be like, look what you guys are missing. You're not gonna get no more Wednesday Addams. You're not gonna get any more Captain America if you don't support us in the strike. I don't even know what that means. Like, what is it? As if public opinion is gonna drive how the strike is dealt with. Like I said, they're not going to change public opinion. Like I've said before, the public doesn't give a fuck because you guys have been putting out absolute garbage television, garbage movies, and that's why we could give a shit less about your strike. Driver arrested after U.S. crash kills 4 students. It's terrible. Driver has been arrested in a car crash that killed 4. All four were members of a sorority. Oh God, seniors at Pepperdine University. Officials say they were standing next to the Pacific Coast Highway when the driver lost control and slammed into parked vehicles that then struck them. That's terrible. They all died on the scene. Christ. Oh man. Investigators say they are still trying to determine whether he was under the influence of alcohol or drugs at the time of the crash. What do you mean they're still trying to determine? Christ, if someone gets a DUI, they know right then and there they're drunk. This guy kills 4 people, they don't fucking know yet? That's weird. Must be someone rich. The second day in a row, the funeral for that poor 6-year-old that got killed by that dude. By that racist dude. It's still the top story at NPR. I don't understand. Like, it's a terrible story, don't get me wrong, but the top story 2 days in a row, the funeral for it, like. Bad apple season has some U.S. fruit growers planning for life in a warmer world. Well, they should. I was wondering why apples were so fucking expensive yesterday when I was shopping. 4 takeaways from the FBI's annual crime report. There was less reported violent crime across the U.S. last year after a dramatic spike in 2020, but there were more car thefts and hate crimes reported. Yeah, I don't see, here's my problem with that. It's like, one, yeah, less violent crime is being reported. I would say a lot of that has to do with the fact that, especially largely populated states like New York and California, pretty much just aren't filing charges about this stuff anymore, and when it comes to the rise of hate crimes, I would say the exact opposite's going on, where they've lowered the threshold for hate crimes so much. Like I could call like a black person a dumbass and probably get charged with racist hate crime. If you cut me off in traffic and I was like, "You dumbass," that probably would go down in FBI as a hate crime. That's how fucking stupid it's gotten. Yeah, looks like that'll do for the day. All right, if you're going to work, have fun.